And to meet a funding gap after student fees were scrapped on Friday has intensified. President Jacob Zuma announced a 0% increase in student fees at universities following weeks of protests by university students. MPs have pledged to work together to arrive at a solution.
It's a race against time. After last Friday's agreement not to hike fees at universities, at least 4 billion rand must be found to fund the shortfall, and legislators have unanimously agreed to come on board to do their bit.
There is a crisis in higher education. It's clear. We need to work together to fix this crisis. So, and without being personal, I get disturbed when you get objection just because you want to raise a matter to help the children out there. So, we would like this committee to assist us in amending the Adjustment Appropriations Budget 2015.
We've got powers in our hands. We should apply them. And we are very lucky in this fifth parliament that we do have the Money Bills and Related Matters Amendment Act, which actually empowers us to do what members of parliament should do in the light of the situation in which we find ourselves, the international economic crisis and the situation of the students' demand for no fee.
But lawmakers agree that their intervention will be a temporary one. The government needs to come up with a long-term solution. The Treasury, which has not been particularly active in the talks between the presidency, the Department of Higher Education and Training, vice-chancellors and other stakeholders, says there is no additional funding available to address the crisis in the current financial year.
The challenge of funding that is being highlighted now of higher education is not an adjustment budget issue because we are talking about increases in the next year. So it is really a 2016 budget issue which should be debated as part of debating the fiscal framework for 2016 that was tabled. So it may not be the issue of changing the 2015-16 budget, appropriation or division of revenue bill in any way.
But others believe that even if funds can be sourced from the SETAs, there will still not be enough to address the shortfall, and there will only be a temporary measure. The long-term solution can come from government by reprioritizing its strategies and the private sector coming on board. Manilis Tubase, SABC News, Parliament.